We begin in the High Court, where a three-judge bench has now set the 13th and 14th of next month as the hearing dates of the case challenging the Finance Act 2023. The High Court also declined to suspend sections of the Finance Act as sought by the petitioners challenging the act that took effect after the Court of Appeal lifted a suspension that was initially imposed by the High Court. And as Ayub Abdikadir reports, a painful end month awaits Kenyans after the government backdated the housing levy to the 1st of July. Following the lifting of the conservatory orders by the Court of Appeal.
In consolidating all the petitions challenging the Finance Act, Justices David Majanja, Christine Meoli and Lawrence Mugambi set 13th and 14th of next month for the substantive hearing of the petitions challenging the new tax law. And in yet another green light to the government, the Majanja bench rejected preliminary applications by the Law Society of Kenya, seeking to suspend the implementation of the housing levy, as announced by the State Department for Housing and Urban Development. The controversial levy is now in effect and shall be remitted by the employer not later than 9 working days after the end of each month. A Housing Ministry statement said, the levy is payable by the employee and employer at a rate of 1.5% of the employee's gross monthly salary by the employee and 1.5% of the employee's monthly gross salary by the employer as outlined in the Finance Act 2023. The Law Society of Kenya, which is challenging the constitutionality of the housing levy, says there exists no rationale as to why the government would force its citizens to contribute to a mandatory scheme in a country where a majority of its citizens are already grappling with the harsh economic times.
Provisions of Section 84 of the Finance Act creates a difficulty on the taxpayer because it imposes an obligation both on the employer and the employee to deduct 1.5% towards the housing levy. Salaries have already been processed and paid.
We are not persuaded that we should exercise this jurisdiction at this stage in view of the fact that those issues were all before the court when it made the decision. Must be recalled that this is a decision in rem and it binds all the parties whether they were before the court or not.
The direction by the High Court also means that Kenyans earning more than 500,000 Kenya shillings will be subjected to a 32.5% pay-as-you-earn that will be backdated to the 1st of July. Also, those earning over 800,000 Kenya shillings will be subjected to a 35% pay-as-you-earn that will be backdated to the 1st of July. The court also summoned Energy Petroleum Regulatory Authority EPRA Director General Daniel Kiptoo to show cause why he should not be held in contempt of court for disobeying orders issued by Justice Mugure Thande on the suspension of the Finance Act of 2023. The contempt case against the EPRA boss was filed by Busia County Senator Okia Omtata. However, Justice David Majanja denied Omtata's plea, ruling against granting him the requested orders. The Busia County Senator challenged the legality of the new tax measures, arguing that the Finance Act did not undergo scrutiny in the Senate, praying for the cross-examination of the speakers of the bicameral parliament. The hearing of the case will start next month on the 13th. Ayub Abdikadir,